Let me stand. I've been sitting for too long. You have asked a lot of questions. The media.
Yes, please.
Now, let me deal with the questions, then I'll sit, allow the media before I finalize.
It is your responsibility.
Oh, you want? I thought you wanted to ask questions. Yeah, thank you. So in closing, I'll start off by saying that a number of issues which have been asked by our stakeholders, it's not audible. Are we okay now? No? Can I have another mic? Are we okay? Yeah, thank you. A number of questions will be answered by the technical team. Next week, Marijan, you convene that meeting. We invite two from each of the presidential candidates to deal with the technical issues. One of them being visitation to our factory, where we are preparing the Kim's kits. And a lot of questions then will be answered when you do the visitation, how the process is ongoing, how the SD cards will be loaded. There's a whole team working on that. The issue of the register will be, of course, addressed. The register will be shared with the stakeholders and broken down up to the, I believe, polling station. You'll have that information so that you can also prepare for the big day. Visitation to the ballot paper factory, I think dates will be given when the team is going. Fortunately, Iebc does not have a budget to finance the stakeholders, so we shall ask you to look into your kitty. But the dates and arrangements will be made for purpose of visa arrangements and travels, and of course, being welcome to the other side. So issues around geofencing, the technical team will give you more information, anything to do with the Kim's kits, and other questions that you are burning to be informed. I only want to comment on two issues. Of course, our presiding officers work under regulations, and the entire Iebc team works under the election regulations. So they don't make laws on the ground as they stand. We work under a legal framework. I just want to comment on two issues. One, the result is from 34A. That's the result we are going to use. That's the result the National Returning Officer will be tabulating to ensure that whatever is in 34B corresponds with 34A. The result at the polling station is final and cannot be changed. If there are errors, we shall note the errors. We have created an error form, and that form then will be shared with the court. If there's any petition in the Supreme Court, the results will be submitted together with the error forms. What we are saying this time round is, candidates, please have your agents at polling stations. Agents get copies of the results, and you can then share with whoever is managing the candidates. And when we meet at Bomas or at the National Tallying Center, let us then compare notes. The commission will have the results. If you have any issue with the end of the results, point it out. The agents will have, the commission will have, the media will be having those results, so that we move this process smoothly. And the commission has result forms will be printed Our result forms also have security features. So don't bring us any form. It's serialized, it's printed. We shall only look at the forms which we know are genuine forms. So don't bring us a form which doesn't belong to the Commission. So together, if we work together, I think we shall then deliver a believable, as Professor Macau says, you say trust. I think we shall have reached that level beyond that aspect of any doubt. Code of conduct, candidates, political parties, you signed the code of conduct. In 2017, the Commission enforced the code of conduct to the fullest. We had 71 cases. We heavily fined individuals who breached the code of conduct. We disqualified 2 of them from participating in the elections when they failed to pay the fines. This time round, we gazetted the election date on 20th January and commenced then the code of conduct, but one of the individuals went to court, and the court made a judgment that the Commission's Code of Conduct Enforcement Committee is unconstitutional. Now, that then took away all the teeth the Commission has to bite on any misbehavior as a result of the Code of Conduct. The Commission's Code of Conduct Committee arises from the Constitution, Article 884, provides that the Commission shall come up with a Code of Conduct. So here we were being told that it's unconstitutional, yet it's a creature of the Constitution. So we filed an appeal in the Court of Appeal, which came up for hearing yesterday, and the Court of Appeal has set the judgment for the 4th of November. We all know 4th of November we shall be done with the elections. Now, what are we left with? We are told we cannot summon those candidates who are breaching the code of conduct, or political parties, or all the people bound by the code. We don't have, then the court has taken away from us the powers to issue summons. And so what we are left with is, if you write to us, you have issues about the campaigns out there, all we do is forward your details, our complaint to the DPP. That's what we are left with. And we're also left with preaching peace and telling you candidates, please campaign peacefully out there because this is our country. Don't be violent because we all care about this nation. So that is where we are as far as the code of conduct is concerned. But we shall continue engaging. We shall impress upon the DPP to prosecute. We shall issue press statements as and when events unfold, and call upon you to campaign peacefully. But we don't have the powers to summon you because they have been taken away from us by the court. You are in competition. You are not enemies. And so far, as I said, I'm happy that the candidates, the presidential candidates, have behaved well, except a few incidents we have witnessed. Please avoid those incidents of violence. Our team is here. Please leave your technical team behind as we go to harmonize the campaign schedules that may be clashing. We don't want any clashes of campaign schedules. You can agree. This is our country, and whatever examples you set is what the Kenyan voter down there will have to follow. So mine is just to thank you for coming. This is the beginning of other meetings we may have. For those of you who are not here, I've invited you for the national conference on the 11th and 12th of July, where all the candidates will be given some minutes to make remarks. We expect 500 Kenyans to attend the national conference, and there will be also some international speakers. So thank you very much for coming. I'm told lunch is served, and we look forward to further engagements, and I also look forward with my team to give Kenyans a free, fair, and credible election. Asante sana.
Thank you very much. The presidential candidates and their delegates, including the IEBC commissioners, will have lunch at Terrace Concave